Hey everyone, Sing here. So I wanted to go over some of the things that I've been doing in the past few days leading up to TBC launch. I was kind of, just preparing my character to be ready. So I was finishing off my professions. I actually got 300 mining and 300 skinning, as well as 300 fishing, as you can see here, and also 300 cooking. And the cooking was pretty easy, of course, because getting 300 fishing gives you pretty much enough fish to get your cooking all the way to 300. So that was pretty easy to knock out once I got the fishing done. So I was actually able to get in some raids. This one here, obviously, is Nax. The problem was that I only got in the last 5 bosses. It was this guild's Night 2. So they had already killed the first, 10 bosses. So yeah, I got in for Gothic, Four Horsemen, Lotheb, Saf, and KT. But the item that I reserved off of KT did in fact drop. So that was very, very nice. As you can see here, it's the Shield of Condemnation. And I was so excited for this. It's honestly my favorite item in Classic, and I couldn't use it on my Druid, but I can use it on my Shaman now, so I am incredibly happy to have gotten that. Then I went ahead and knocked out 300 First Aid. That was pretty easy for me to do. I already had all of the cloth pretty much stocked up, as I was planning on going for tailoring for this character to get my Prebis, but I ended up going leatherworking instead, or rather I'm planning on going leatherworking. So yeah, so I was able to get into an MC as well. That went pretty well. It was really fun getting to heal MC during pre-patch on my Shaman. It was a very cool experience, and one that I was only able to do once, so I'm glad that I was able to get in that. Unfortunately, nothing good dropped for me in here. I did get like a piece or two of off-spec gear, but really nothing fantastic. However, we did have a Eye of Sulphurus drop off of Ragnaros, so that was really cool to see. In my only pre-patch MC, I actually went to a enhancement shaman who reserved that, so unfortunately I didn't get the chance to roll on it, but good for him. So after that, I was actually farming for the Grand Marshal Healing Mace. So I was doing some battlegrounds. I started off doing Arathi Basin, which I had done before only a couple times, so I actually did quite a few games of this, and it was honestly really enjoyable. I kind of like the domination style, capture an objective and hold it down to gain points. It was really fun. Oh, and there's my cat in the background. Sorry for that. So yeah, I got some experience with AB. That was really cool. I had some fun moments. This guy you see right here, I was actually holding down this flag with him for quite a while. We were just duoing some Horde players together, so that was really cool. We were talking about how we ended Classic with less than ideal gear, but that's okay. And I actually went ahead and got into a ZG, which was really fun. I just enjoyed being able to get into as many raids as possible during pre-patch, because it's kind of a unique experience. Everyone, having their TBC talents at level 60. Nothing good dropped though, unfortunately. And then I did some AV. I had finished up the Arathi Basin Marks of Honor for the mace, so I needed the honor requirement. And AV, as it was AV weekend, that was kind of just the best way to go there. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. We were actually, as Alliance, winning 60 to 70% of our games, which was surprising because Alliance used to be terrible at AV. But this was good. It wasn't a struggle. I didn't want to just absolutely die after playing so many games of it. It was actually fine. So yeah. Hey guys, so I have to live commentate this part. I entered a game of AV and I can't see anybody on the map. I can't talk in raid chat. As you can see, it says that I'm not in a raid group. So, you know, I can't see other people talk. I'm in the game, right? I'm clearly in the game. I can see other people. But I'm like not there's nobody on my raid frames. I'm like not in the actual like raid for AV. Which is really bizarre. Like, oh, and I'm getting attacked. But I'm not in the raid for some reason. I actually did a reload UI, and it still doesn't work. So I don't know what's going on and how I can fix this. I should... sorry, I'm distracted. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I've never encountered this before. I mean, clearly this is bugged. I don't know if there's anything that I can do on my end to fix it. So I'm gonna just... you know, luckily AVs don't take that long these days, so I'm just gonna tough it out and finish the game. With a broken UI, but hopefully this doesn't continue going forward. And there's the win. So I did finish off all of the requirements for this Grand Marshal's Warhammer here. And I went ahead and bought that, which was very, very nice. Very good compliment to my shield. So now I have a fantastic healing weapon and a fantastic healing offhand / shield. So I'm all set up in the kind of weapons department going into TBC. So that was very, very good. And then next I went ahead and worked on gathering mats for 300 skinning. 300 leatherworking. I'm not going to go leatherworking until I hit level 70. I'm going to be skinning and mining during my leveling journey to 70. But afterwards, I am going to go 300 leatherworking. So I did want to stock up on all of the mats that I need for that, so that I, you know, don't have to kind of scramble and put together all those mats after hitting 70. I know that, you know, there's not going to be a huge time limit at that point anyway, but like, you know, there are going to be other things that I want to do, other things that I need to do at that point. So yeah, I thought that, you know, there was not much left for me to do in pre-patch, so I wanted to just go ahead and knock this out of the park, just to make it easier on myself in the future. And you know, I was having an okay time. I did end up buying a bit of rugged leather and thick leather because it was taking a really long time to farm that up. Yeah, I got into... Well, I didn't get into... I went ahead and did a BRD with a couple guildies and a couple pugs, just to get some quests done. Maybe I'll have an opportunity to turn in those for some XP after TBC launches. You know, if I have some downtime, I have a dungeon group that I'm going to be leveling with pretty strictly. But, you know, if for some reason I'm on and they're not, or like, you know, I stay up later, get on earlier, I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and like turn in all the quests that I have. I've got about 10, 11 quests that honestly is going to be a pretty good chunk of XP. You know, when I turn all those in, it's going to be a fair amount of gold too, because the gold from quests now scales with your level. So it's pretty nice. I purposefully didn't turn in all of those quests yet because I wanted to save them for a nice chunk of free XP after launch. So yeah, that was you know, I wish I could have gotten more done. I wish I could have gone into this with a full, you know, almost 25 quest log, but yeah, I just didn't have enough time with having to kind of regather mats for 300 leatherworking and all the raids that I got into. You know, having quests stored up was kind of the least of my concerns, but I am glad that I was able to do what I was able to do. If you've been watching this poll, this was a pretty fun poll. We accidentally pulled a couple packs at the same time, and it was honestly really fun trying to heal that. I took kind of everything I had, because we were only 4 people down at this point. One of our guys had to leave after the final boss, and we went ahead and tried to get this boss here too. But yeah, that was a really fun pull. Really close, exciting. So yeah, those were some of the things that I was doing on my final days of pre-patch right before TBC. I hope you guys enjoyed watching these things, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to help support the channel. I hope to see you guys all in TBC. I hope you have a great time, and until next time, take care.